So you may see the tagline here is North Simcoe Power of Four in brackets and more. The and more is the participation of Bosley First Nation rather through the Cultural Alliance, which is a function that's supported by 5 municipalities or 5 governments. It's Tiny Tay, Penetanguishene, Midland, and Bosley First Nation. And we've just finished a period where we've been focusing on Indigenous culture, events within the town of Midland that I focused on Indigenous culture, and beginning to understand just what that means. Some people will say, well, it's ended with the Truth and Reconciliation event that was actually yesterday, but in fact, it does not. And there it's a everyday looking at how we interact with each other as a community, and within that community, there's the mostly First Nation and Indigenous culture. So we have Cultural Alliance, which is promoting that. We have the Economic Development Corporation of North Simcoe, which is a construct of the 4 municipalities, Tiny Tay, Penetanguishene, and Midland, to bring together the power of the 4 to attract business, to hold business, to recognize what businesses' needs are, and work towards satisfying those needs. We also, from a municipal perspective, get significant synergy by working together. We have, for example, Midland and Penetanguishene share a building department. We share a transit system. We share fire resources. And there's plans to, and we're sitting down and talking about sharing even more. I mean, personally, I'd like to see Midland and Penetanguishene seriously look at sharing the sewage facility in Penetanguishene. Is brand new, and my understanding is it's not particularly there's not enough poop going through the system to feed the bugs or in the Penetanguishene. There's just enough. We think we can help put a lot more of that in the system, and defray costs here while helping Penetanguishene to pay for what they've put in, expanding the life cycle of the one here as well. And so there's a lot to be said for the power of 4, and now more in involving Bosley First Nation. I'm hoping to see Bosley First Nation not only participate in the cultural side of it, the Truth and Reconciliation side, but doing that in an active way that looks at economic development and planning, engaging Bosley First Nation in that, and perhaps working through a protocol with the Friendship Center that's based on what the Association of Municipalities of Ontario put forward some time ago. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts, I think somebody once said, and it's true. So what in the next term as mayor, I intend to ensure that we continue the power of 4 and more, and that we continue to look at ways to mitigate our costs, improve our services, and attract more people into the area.